Hi guys, it's Aimee, your golf coach. We just ended our winter project and we thoroughly worked on technique to improve our swings and our distance. That was the main goal. But now the spring has started, so that means golf season has begun. Woohoo! We're all excited about it. So instead of getting deep into complex techniques, I'm going to show you simple tips that you can apply on the golf course to help you drop 10 shots. Thus, we named this series Drop 10 Shots series. So when I say 10 shots, you guys might be thinking, is it overly exaggerated? But if you look at it this way, let's say on an average, you have 2 OBs per round. But if we tighten your driving and we get that down to 1 out of bounds per round, that's already 2 shots right there, right? And then for your second shots, let's say you top one, you hit one fat, and one hole you end up in the front bunker, the next hole you might end up in the water. So if we can eliminate those thin, fat misses, then that's already 3 more shots right there. And with the bunker shots, you see right there, the new bunker in my backyard. With the bunker shots, I know a lot of golfers struggle to get out of the bunker on your first go. But if we eliminate those misses, we might be saving a shot per round. And then with the chipping, I notice a lot of people skull it across the green or hit it fat, just zigzagging across the green back and forth. If we can eliminate a couple mistakes like that, 2 more shots right there. With putting, let's say you average about 5 3-putts per round. If we can tighten that up and we bring it down to 3 3-putts per round, boom, that's already 10 shots right there. You know, with golf, you add up all these different types of shots into one big score. So if you just tighten a little bit of here and there, that actually can add up to 10 shots, guys. It's really doable. For some of you guys that already shoot very low and I'd say mid 70s or so, shaving 10 shots off would be very difficult. It's a big drop. But if you can just minimize your misses and drop about 3 to 4 shots, that is a huge improvement. So Drop 10 Shot series, I'll be showing you super simple, effective tips to apply on the golf course. And since today is the first episode, the very first shot on the golf course is the driver, right? We'll start with the driver to hit that fairway and gain more distance. Let's get Aimee-fied. The most common fault amateur golfers do to make that slice or the hook happen is usually the early extension. Early extension is when your hips thrust forward, so your hips are turning the incorrect way. Pro golfers, if you look at their hips, let's pretend there's a wall behind your hips here. The hips usually stay on the wall as long as possible and create a lot of speed, like this. But when we say early extension, a lot of amateurs, if you draw the wall behind your hips like this, the hips come off the wall really quickly. So you're turning the hips the incorrect way. And let me really explain why coming off the hips is so bad for your swing. The main reason behind keeping your hips on the wall and turning like that is to keep your spine in this setup angle throughout the swing as much as possible. So watch, when you're early extending and your hips are coming off that wall, you're going to have to do whatever you can to get your hands to move all of a sudden vertically down to make some kind of contact with the golf ball. So your swing plane gets very thrown off. And also usually when you thrust your hips forward, it also promotes that out to in downswing plane, which causes a lot of slices mainly. And then if you flip, then you're gonna hook it. So that's how important early extension is. You have to keep your hips on the wall and turn, maintaining that. 2, keep your spine angle in the same spot as much as possible so your swing plane, where your club head and your hands travel, becomes very consistent so you can come back to the golf ball with a square face and with the club and hands traveling on plane. Early extension is the biggest no-no, especially when you're trying to turn your hips a lot. It's so easy to try and add that thrusting forward motion for possibly more power, but it's more damaging than anything else, really. So obviously, it sounds super complex, but I had to lay it all out for you guys so you have a perfect understanding of what early extension is, how bad it is. Now, time for Aimee-fied drill. Ta-da! I have a therapeutic bend here. I have a really bad wrist at the moment, so I'm not using anything too strong. I think this is like second or third from the weakest band. So you're gonna put the band around your hips this way, and then you're gonna hold it with underhand grip this way, kind of like my putting drill. You're gonna go ahead and put your pinkies together this way. If you have bad like wrists or shoulders like I do right now, don't make the tension too tough because it's going to be tough on your joints. Underhand this way, and you're going to set up. Our goal is to push backwards twice with your hips like this. Trail hip back, lead hip back, trail hip back, lead hip back. You're training yourself to turn the correct way. Try and keep your hands in the same spot. Don't let it move with the hips. So you're tugging on it a little bit. So right hip push, left hip push, right hip push, left hip push, 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 push. You can do this right before you tee off. It's actually going to be a great way to warm up and also kind of get that muscle memory going. So you know how to, wow, that feels really great. You know how to move and turn those hips during the whole entire round. So you're setting the tone for your body and warming up at the same time. And also I had you hold it underhand this way because that's going to like get your elbows to stay kind of pinched together as opposed to flaring out. So you're really keep your elbows the same distance apart as much as possible. So we're preventing chicken wing as well. And because you're pulling this way to set up, giving a little tension, I don't want you to round your shoulders and your back. If you rotate this way, you're gonna hurt yourself. So you're going to do your best to pull your lat muscles. That's going to engage your core as well and get your back to straighten. This is actually going to help you with your posture and your golf muscles as well. So we have all these great things about this drill. So why not try, right? So let's try that again. Underhand grip, pinkies are touching, and hands stay here. Trail hip push, lead hip push. Push, 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 push. I feel how my hips are supposed to turn. Now, next step. We never really go straight into the full swing because we are gradually getting it into the full swing. So we always have like a second step, right? Here it is. With the driver, just like the putting drill, you're going to get your pinkies together, just like I was holding underhand this way, and you're going to keep your hips on the walls and push backwards, push, 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 this way, push, and you're going to swing your hands, push, 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 hips are turning, pushing back, feels like, and your hands are learning to stay on plane, elbows together, they're not flaring apart, they're pinching together. Once that pushing backwards, push, push feels better, let's try and apply it into your swing. We're going to do a practice swing first. So push, push. Wow, that's really, I feel the elbows trying to stay same distance apart throughout the whole swing. I feel it. And also I feel the hips are pushing backwards, really engaging my core and my glute and my thighs. Push, push. It's really going to get my spine to stay in the same angle. Okay, so let's go 30% speed to get the pushes going, get your hands traveling more in front of you instead of all over the place. Push, push. That was not bad. Let me try it with a little more speed. Push, push. Push backwards twice. Elbows together. Oh. I really felt my spine staying down in the same angle as the setup. Through the ball, it felt great actually. You guys should give this Aimee drill a go because it's really going to keep your hips in the right spot and turn with a lot of speed. Today I gave you a super simple tip to help you warm up before you tee off and also get that right body feeling going, muscle memory going right before you start your day. And also it's going to help you prevent the chicken wing and also going to help you strengthen your back and your core. But most important of all, your hips are going to be able to stay on that wall, which means your spine angle is going to stay the same throughout the whole swing as much as possible. That's gonna give you very powerful hip turn, and that's going to make your hands and club head travel on plane and be more square at impact, which means you're gonna be hitting it longer and straighter and hitting more fairways. Today we focused on the body to get your driver going. If you can get this into your system, next time we're gonna focus on the club to really wrap it up and master the driver for you. Thank you so much for golfing with me today. I'll see you in the next one. Mwah!